Part 2 of our video answer key, we're going to move into surface area and some volume. So the surface area of the prism, you can do a number of ways. I find this one the quickest. So I shaded in the base. The perimeter is 12 plus 4, doubled. So the perimeter is 32. The height is 2. The area of the base, 12 times 4, is 48. So perimeter times height plus 2 bases is 160 square meters. For 17, total surface area of the triangular prism. So the key is the base is a triangle. So we do the perimeter of the triangle, 29.04. The height of the prism is the distance between the two triangles, 23. The area of the base is the area of the shaded triangle. This is a right angle, so 8 and 9 are the base and height of your triangle. So 1/2 times 9 times 8 gives us 36. Substitute everything into your formula. So perimeter times the height plus the area of 2 bases, and you get 739.9 square meters. Again, key to remember on a triangular prism is when you do the area of the triangle, the base and height of any triangle are perpendicular. Number 18, surface area of the cylinder. Just make sure you're using the correct formula. Substitute in the value. So this was 2 times pi times 20 times 14 plus 2 times pi times 20 squared. For 19, this just wants to cover the lateral area of a garbage can, so we're not going to cover the top or the bottom. So when we look at the formula, the area is everything except for the 2 circles. So we would take off the 2 times pi times radius squared. You also need to make sure that you don't use 3, you need radius, so radius is 1.5. So 2 times pi times 1.5 times the height of 3.5 gives you approximately 33 square feet. Problem 20. Surface area of the pyramid. So that's 1/2 times perimeter times slant height plus the area of the base. So the perimeter is 4 times 5, which is 20. The slant height is given, which is 7. The area of the base, 5 times 5, which is 25. Substitute everything in the formula, 95 square feet. For number 21, if we needed to find the slant height, you need to use Pythagorean theorem. So the slant height will go from the base to the center of the base. So instead of using 9, you use 4.5. And then the regular height, vertical height, was given as 5. So if we look at the right triangle here, this would be a squared plus b squared. So the final answer, slant height 6.7. Number 22, surface area of the cone. Make sure you use the correct formula. The L is the slant height, which is given. So it's a matter of substituting pi times 7 times 27 plus pi times 7 squared. For 23, the volume of the prism. Again, you have a triangular base. So the area of the base is 1/2 times 2 times 1. This is a right triangle. You can see there is the right angle. And then you multiply by 17 as the height of the prism. So it turns out to be 17 meters cubed. Problem 24. Again, volume of the cylinder. If you have your formula, just make sure you use it correctly. The radius is given, the height is given. Substitute 5 squared for radius times 14. You get 1099.6 inches cubed. Number 25, the volume of the composite figure, meaning you have half a cylinder plus a prism. So the volume of half a cylinder, you would use the same formula you did in number 24, just take half. So the radius is half of 9, which is 4.5. So pi times 4.5 squared times the height of 11, which is the height between the two circles, or half circles. Make sure you divide by 2. The prism volume is length times width times height. So you get 594. Combine those because it wants the total volume. 943 meters cubed. For number 26, volume of a prism, you need the height, the vertical height, and you need 1/3 as part of it. So 1/3 the area of the base. So again, the base is a square. Area of a square is side times side. So 11 squared. The height is 15. And then you third. So the final answer, 605 centimeters cubed. For 27, the volume of the cone. 1/3 times pi times radius squared times height. Again, the 18 was the diameter, so cut that in half to get the radius of 9. So 1/3 times pi times 9 squared times the height of 26. And then for number 28, you have pi times radius squared times 4. So on the exam, you will not be asked to leave your answer in terms of pi, so don't worry about that. So the radius is 20, so 4 times pi times 20 squared.